Hello Tamers, welcome to round 3 of the Dimensional Phase Outbreak, Rina and Ulforce versus Mirei and Mastemon. Rina has the first move. Security setup. Digimon standby, let's open the digital gates. Hatching, Wanyamon evolves into Vmon. Then for 4 cost, the Tamer, Davis, is played. With his on play, the top 3 cards of the deck are searched for 1 blue and 1 green Digimon, UlforceVeedramon added to the hand, turnover, hatching, Nyaromon evolves into Ignitemon, then for 2 cost, into Devimon, and finally, for 5 cost, the brand new SR Tamer, Mikagura Mirei, will be played and turnover. Vmon is kept in the raising area. First, for 3 cost, they will play the option card, Blue Memory Boost, revealing the top 4 cards of the deck as usual and adding the level 4 Veedramon 0 to the hand. Then for 2 cost, Vmon evolves into 0, turnover. But at the start of the turn, Mirei's effect comes into play, gain 1 memory, draw, and Devimon moves out. For 3 cost, it evolves into Angewomon. On evolve, you may search your security for 1 card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in its traits, reveal it, add it to your hand, and if you do, recovery +1 before shuffling your security. So Mirei takes a glimpse. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, it looks like there is only 1 target among them, the Archangel Angewomon, so she is added to the hand. They've got something spicy there as well. So recovery +1, and shuffling everything together and redeploy. But now, Mirei will trigger her signature effect. During your turn, when your Digimon evolves into Angewo or LadyDevi, if you have 1 or less Digimon in play, by suspending this Tamer, you may play 1 Angewo or LadyDevi from your hand with a different name from the Digimon that evolved without paying its memory cost. So suspending her, since the Digimon that evolved was Angewo, a LadyDevi is played for free from the hand. With Angewomon's second effect, during your turn, once per turn when you play a LadyDevi or Mirei, gain 1 memory. And with Ignitemon's inheritable, on all turns, once per turn when you play a Digimon by an effect, gain 1 memory. A refund of 2. But unfortunately, they're not ready to launch their offensive just yet. For 5 cost, Gatomon is played. On play, the top 3 cards of the deck are searched for 1 yellow and 1 purple Digimon. Devimon added to the hand, turnover, and Veedramon 0 is kept in the raising area. The time isn't quite right yet because it can't go into Ulforce and immediately swing. So first for 3 cost, it evolves into Arrow Veedramon. Then for 3 cost, Vmon is played. On play, the top 3 cards of the deck are revealed to search for 1 Digimon with Veedramon in its name and 1 blue Tamer. 1, 2, and 3. UlforceVeedramon added to the hand, turnover. At the start of the turn, Mirei bumps the memory up by 1, draw, and hatching, Nyaromon evolves into Ignitemon. Then with Gatomon's effects, during your turn, when this Digimon would evolve into a card with Archangel or Fallen Angel in its traits, reduce the cost of evolution by 2, so for only 1, it evolves into LadyDevi. On evolve, draw 2, then trash 2 cards in your hand. They choose to trash Lucimon Chaos Mode and the Angewomon that they picked up from security. But even after all those draws, still no Mastemon. So they have no choice. For 5 cost, Gatomon is played, and again with her on play. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Finally, Mastemon is added to the hand, as well as Tsukaimon. But wait a minute. That means Gatomon's inheritable under LadyDevi can now trigger. At the end of your turn, you may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon in your hand by paying the DNA evolution cost. So with Angewomon and LadyDevi paying 0, the Archangel and Fallen Angel will now cross souls. DNA Digivolving into the Angel of the Borderline, the Parallel World Tactician, Mastemon. 1 draw. On evolve, first, place 1 yellow or purple Digimon from your trash on top of your security, face down. And you're definitely going to pick Lucimon Chaos Mode. Then, when DNA Digivolving, you may search your security for 1 level 5 or lower Digimon and play it at no cost. Then, shuffle your security. So they take another glimpse at their security, see the new order. From among them, the Fallen Angel that has matured into a Demon Lord, Lucimon Chaos Mode, is played. And the rest is shuffled back in and redeployed. 4 and 5. Now with Chaos Modes on play, delete one of your opponent's Tamers or level 6 or lower Digimon. And of course, they are going to pick Davis, who is now slain. And with Mastemon's second effect, on all turns, when you play another Digimon using an effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the played Digimon's level. Veedramon is eliminated as well. And with Ignimon's Inheritable, they pull the memory back to 1 and turn over. Veedramon is kept in the raising area. Even though they could pump their memory up to 3 with blue memory boost, they won't be able to pull off their Ulforce combo this turn because in order to do so from 3 memory, they need Veedramon to somehow become suspended. And unfortunately, this is not the new BT-11 arrow that can suspend itself to search for Tamers, it is the old arrow with jamming, so it will need to suspend itself by attacking. However, with the new Angewomon's Inheritable under Mastemon, during the opponent's turn, while you have a purple Digimon in play, all of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in their traits gain blocker. Mastemon is an Angel type, so it becomes a blocker with 13k DP, so the moment Arrow tries to sneak in a free attack on jamming, it's going to be deleted immediately. So Rina has no choice but to keep biding her time and pray for the next turn. For 4 cost, she replaces Davis. And again with his on play, 1, 2, and 3, Veedramon is added to the hand. Turnover at the start of the turn, Mirei bumps the memory up by 1, draw, and Ignitemon moves out. With exactly 5 Digimon on the field, they still don't have lethal. But that may change with this. For 3 cost, Tsukaimon is played. On play, the top 3 cards of the deck are searched for 1 card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in its traits. 1, 2, and 3. Wow, no targets. Here's one more chance. Ignitemon goes for security. And with Nyarumon's Inheritable, on attack, if you have a yellow Digimon in play, draw 1 card, then trash 1 card in your hand. They trash Devimon. Check. 11k on Ulforce. Ignite taken out. Since Mirei knows she has the safety net of Flame Hellscythe somewhere in her security, she's going to bet on another draw. Mastemon goes for security. Since it also has Nyaromon in source, 1 draw, and Chaos Degradation is trashed. Now check on 13k. It is another copy of Davis, now played for free. And with his on play, another search from the top 3 cards of the deck. They're going to add Veedramon. But still, Mirei doesn't have that key missing card she's looking for. There's no point in attacking any further, because they might just give Ulforce more Tamer advantage, so for 3 cost, she's just going to drop another Tsukaimon on the field, and with its on play again. 1, 2, and 3. Well, there it is at last. Angewomon, the Archangel, is added to the hand. But with that, turnover, Davis pumps the memory up to 3, draw, and Veedramon finally moves out. With Angewomon's Inheritable, currently the only active blocker on Mirei's field is LadyDevi, but she only has 6k DP, while Arrow has 7. So Arrow goes for security. With Wanyamon's Inheritable, on attack once per turn if you have a blue Tamer in play, 1 draw. With STVmon's Inheritable, they're allowed to draw if they have 7 or less cards in their hand, but they have 11. Then with Veedramon Zero's Inheritable, on attack you may place 3 non-Digi-8 cards from your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order to 1 draw. There are currently exactly 3, so all 3 are returned for another draw. Mirei chooses not to block, so 7k DP on jamming. Check. It is 2k on Tsukaimon. Trashed. And with that, the time has finally come. For 4 cost, Rina's partner Vivi will now evolve into its ultimate form, the swiftest among the Royal Knights, UlforceVeedramon. 1 draw. First, on evolve, you may play 1 blue Tamer from your hand at no cost. Here comes Rina. With Rina's on play, one of your Digimon with Veemon or Veedramon in its name gains blocker and evade until the end of your opponent's turn. Of course, the target chosen is Ulforce. Then with Ulforce's second effect, during your turn, when you play a blue Tamer, unsuspend this Digimon, triggering its third effect during your turn, once per turn, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended. Return one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon to its owner's hand, but increase the maximum level this effect can choose by 1 for each blue Tamer you have in play. With 3 blue Tamers currently, they can bounce up to level 6. Mastemon is returned to the hand, and now Mirei has no blockers on the field. Next, with Rina's third effect, during your turn, once per turn when one of your blue Digimon unsuspends, gain 1 memory. So they refund, and it is still their turn. And since it has risen up, Ulforce attacks, triggering Rina's second effect. On all turns, when one of your Digimon with Veedramon in its name becomes suspended, by suspending this Tamer, activate one of the Digimon's on-evolve effects. So Rina will now be suspended to instantly trigger Ulforce's on-evolve to play another blue Tamer from their hand. Here comes another Rina. There's no more space, so I guess I'll just leave her in the battle area. So the chain begins once more. With her on play, Ulforce is once again given blocker and evade. Since a blue Tamer was played, Ulforce unsuspends. However, it cannot bounce another Digimon because its bounce effect is only once per turn. Then since one of our blue Digimon unsuspended, Rina gains a memory. And now the attack connects. But with UlforceVeedramon's inheritable, during your turn, while you have 8 or more cards in your hand, this Digimon gains security attack +1, so it is striking for 12k on 2 checks. First, 4k on Gatomon, trashed, and second, 2k on Ignitemon, trashed as well. And with that, Ulforce goes again, which means the second Rina can now be suspended to trigger its on-evolve once again to play a third Rina. This time it's the original back from BT-02. On play, the top 3 cards of the deck are searched for one Digimon with V in its name, 1, 2, and 3, UlforceVeedramon added to the hand, and since a blue Tamer was played, Ulforce unsuspends once again. If these 2 checks go through, they have game. First, but there it is. We all knew it was coming since we saw Mirei's security from the very start of the game. The option card, Flame Hell Scythe. On security, activate main. One of your opponent's Digimon gets -6k DP for the turn. Then, you may play one purple or yellow Digimon with 6k DP or less from your trash at no cost. So first, -6k is inflicted to Ulforce over here. And from the trash, the Digimon Mirei chooses to revive is Angewo from ST10. Because on play, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -2 until the end of your opponent's next turn. This is the reason why Mirei tried to dump her in the trash early, and now that she's out, the target chosen is Ulforce, and with security attack -2, its second check doesn't go through, and Rina no longer has lethal. So there's no point in Ulforce attacking anymore, but at least it's on the field with blocker and evade. For 3 cost, an ST8 Vmon is played, ready to warp the next turn if they get one. Turn over. Mirei bumps the memory up by 1, draw, and hatching Nyaromon. With Angewomon and LadyDevimon on the field, at 0 cost, they DNA Digivolve back into Mastemon. Once again with its on-evolve, a Devimon is placed from the trash on top of security and then summoned to the field. With Mastemon's second effect, since it is level 4, Vmon eliminated. And with Devimon's effects, during your turn, while you have a yellow Digimon or yellow Tamer in play, this Digimon gains Rush and Retaliation, so it can immediately attack. Mastemon goes for security on 13k DP. And with Angewomon's inheritable, during your turn, while you have a purple Digimon in play, it gains security attack +1. Ulforce is not going to let this go through, even if it must sacrifice itself in the process. It blocks, but with only 12k DP, it is taken out. Tsukaimon goes for security on 2k. Check. It is another Tamer, V-Tamer Taichi, now played for free. The upper Tsukai attacks as well. Check. 2k on Vmon. It is deleted. Devimon goes for security with its rush on 5k DP. Final security check for Rina. And it is another Vmon on 2k. Simply trashed. And with that, the Demon Lord, Lucimon Chaos Mode, attacks. Rina has no blockers on the field and no security remaining. It's a direct attack and the match is over. The winners are Mirei and Mastemon.